All right, let's do Li Bai by Ronghao. Nice. Love those drum tones. The bass is simple, just doing what it needs to do. That's a 9th chord.
大部分人要我学习去看世俗的眼光，我认真学习了世俗眼光，世俗到天亮。一部外国电影没听懂一句话，看完结局才是笑话。你看我多乖多。
Do you hear that riff on the Fender Strat? It goes da na 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 na. It blends really well. I think there's 3 guitar tracks in there. I really like the mix. It's the drums are dry. There's not any reverb. And so far the video is simple. The lights are a little distracting. Let's see where it goes from here.
聪明多么听话多奸诈，喝了几大碗米酒才离开，
Super catchy.
为了模仿。一出门不小心涂的那幅是谁的书画？你一天一口一个亲爱的对方。
So I'm going to look up what these lyrics are about. So far I really like this melody, and it's only the verse. It's still typing it out. Most people are fixated on that little bit of mundane praise. Speaking too much makes you seem like you're just showing off. It's better to stay silent and avoid the awkwardness until they can see the soul within me. And it's talking about ancient times. If only we could have lived a few hundred years earlier when a poet's talent was measured by his poems. And I think that's kind of what the song is about. Li Bai from over 1,000 years. He never felt, so he must have been a poet. And this song is relating his life to how he wishes he could be an ancient poet. That's a cool concept. I wish I knew a little bit more about Li Bai, but I might check it out in a bit.
多么不流行的模样，都应该练练书法，再出门闯荡，才会有人热情买账。
Nice.
要是能重来，我要选李白。几百年前做的好坏，没那么多人在。要是能重来，我要选李白，至少我还能写写诗来澎湃逗逗女孩。要是能重来，我要选李白。
So you hear all those backup vocals that came in there. He's using multiple tracks on his lead vocals too, so he can overlay. I'm wondering how he sings this live because the tail ends of his phrases overlap the beginnings of the next phrases. I really like the harmonies here. And those chord changes. The chord change in the middle. And those shots. Nice. Little stop there.
一出门不小心涂的那幅是谁的书画？你一天一口一个亲爱的对方，多么不流行的模样，都应该练练书法，再出门闯荡，才会有人热情买账。要是能重来，我要选李白。几百年前做的好坏没能。
So he's not really using much of his range, but I'm totally okay with that. I think it's very soothing, and he's in a very comfortable few notes for him, and everything that makes this song exciting does not come because of his voice. It's the melody, it's the songwriting, it's the production. Yeah, it's just really easy to listen to. I'm really enjoying this. I wasn't sure if this was a real concert until I just saw those people there standing. So far, up until this point, it was just showing the stage. And production-wise, I would have liked to see a little bit more out of this video. Those lights are, like I said, kind of distracting. It's very blue, and I just feel like they spent a lot more time on the songwriting and the production of the music. They could have done a little bit more with the video. I think they did this because it was easy. That's just the feeling I got. Okay. So the drums slowed down to halftime with the bass. Do 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 ga do 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 ga. So that's a nice change. I did not expect that. The guitar's in a blues scale, and I didn't really see that coming as well because everything else so far has been kind of major. It's a totally different vibe. Nice. Now where's it gonna go from here? The chorus? I love that change. Okay. So now, like I said, he was playing in like a blues minor scale before. Now this is the major version of that, and the drums are continuing with regular time. So this is like a second guitar solo, but it's completely different from the first one. It's interesting. And a jazzy ninth chord. I really enjoyed that. I like how all the people in the audience are just sitting and being quiet. They're like props.
Everyone says I see things from a different perspective, that I should try to see through another's eyes. But I'm finding it confusing, you don't understand. All the words just come out wrong. It's getting less amusing, it doesn't seem planned, but